Okay, I'm gonna do my best to explain this completely out of context for everyone else who happens to see this. But so I think what you're doing with your voice, what I think, and what's been explained to me is probably an arytenoid scream. So with my clean voice, and then I can go It's a bit hard for me to work out exactly where I'm feeling it. If it was false chord, it's probably feeling it more there-ish. It's so hard to feel the vibrations. With fry scream, it's more like and I feel like a little bit of vibration, but it feels higher to me. But you can kind of hear the difference in tone. I think what you're doing, so the normal way you scream, now you've got something to die for! That's the arytenoid sound. When you're bringing in that fry and squeezing too hard, you're still using that, what I think is an arytenoid sound. So you're sort of and sort of squeezing that in, but then you're going into that while holding that position, which is not really your goal, I think. Now you've got something to die for! Like, it changes the tone. Maybe you can use it, but it is a lot of like, eh. And I think what you want to try and get is that more like basic fry scream. If I try and do the same thing, now you've got something to die for. You can hear the tone is very different, especially on me as a female. You might be able to get closer to what the arytenoids sound like, but I'll try and switch between them. I haven't warmed up either. Now you've got something to die for. Now you've got something to die for. You can hear it on me, especially with my tiny vocal cords, sounds completely different. There might be a way to strengthen that. I haven't worked it out for myself. Tony Linky is the guy who does everything, but I can only understand half the things he's saying. Now, to get that kind of weird, like, kind of fry sound, I know all the tutorials say, like, do the grudge sound, but if you just bring that higher, without bringing the arytenoids in, and you just do the higher pitch, it doesn't quite sound the same. I'll try and do it. It's a bit hard once you've learned, but, you see, like, you're raising the pitch, but the throat is staying tight, and so you're still getting that kind of rattly sound instead of it opening up into more of a fry scream. It's a bit hard to explain how to open it up. Like I said, I learned it trying to sing really quietly to screamy songs. So, like, if I was using that line, I'd just be trying to go really quiet. Like, so, I'll do a clean version and then I'll go into it, my bullshit fry scream when I'm trying to be quiet, not wake everyone up. It's like, now you've got something to die for. Now you've got something to die for. It's how do you explain it? But okay, I'll go from like the grudge noise. So I'm definitely pushing something different, so it won't feel the same. It won't feel the same tightness. You've got to somehow keep the fry quality without the tightness. So with the tightness, it's really hard for me to keep that because I'm not used to it. Without the tightness, now what's going on in my mouth? Maybe that'll help. Okay, I'm lifting my tongue. Do I do that when I'm doing it with just the grudge noise? Okay, so that's maybe not so helpful. Okay, it's not just tongue, but yeah, I can't identify it, but that's kind of the difference. Now, some of the dudes online say if you do head voice and try and get that, if you try and make the but yeah, okay, might get you there, makes me sound more like a pterodactyl, but that's something you can experiment with as well. And if you do yeah, that seems to help. In the same way, like can kind of help with false chord, I think. Yeah, there's a few things you can try. I hope that makes some kind of sense. But so yeah, not trying to do the arytenoids. I can do that whole, so fry, scream, arytenoids, false chord, and I hope you can hear the difference in sound there. I'm trying to keep everything the same, but I'm not as skilled as other people out there. But yeah, so you're not trying to get that with that tension. And even with regular fry screaming, you're trying to release that tension. So it's less of a and more of a it's easier for me to do up high. And I guess that's why you hear a lot of high fry screams. I think you can bring pitch into fry as well, but I'm not great at that either. Now you've got something to die for! Yeah, I guess it's kind of pitched. You don't hear it as much as now you've got... Oh, I think I was tightening too much. Now you've got something to die for! I'm getting myself confused. Anyway! I better shut up before this turns into a really long thing. Hope it helps.